Hello kids, good morning to all. So, I welcome you for the next class, our EVS subject, chapter 14th, traffic rules. So, you all are staying at home, right? So, nowadays the COVID ratio was little less. So, you are coming out, right? So, with the all precautions, right? So, when you're going outside, what you see, right? You see the beautiful nature, right? Car, buses, those vehicles, right? And if you see vehicles, what you will remember? It's very crowd, right? So it needs somebody to manage that crowd, that manage those vehicles. So that's why they have made these traffic rules, right? So it is very important that you should follow those rules. So what are those rules, right? So that only we are going to discuss today, right? So today's lesson is what? Lesson number 14, traffic rules, right? You have seen several signals, right? Several signboards by the side of the roads while you are traveling or walking, right, along the road. When you are traveling outside or you are walking somewhere, so you have seen many signs, right? So traffic lights you have seen, right? So this is we can see, right? So do you know what they indicates, right? So read the following picture story, right? There's a small story, so that only we are going to see. Savita, Fatima, Neeraj, Mary and their teacher are standing on the footpath of a city road, right? So they all went together. Savita, Fatima, Neeraj, Mary with their teacher. They are walking where? Along the footpath, right? So here a traffic policeman is controlling the movement of vehicles. You have seen, right? The traffic police who is standing, he is telling this is right, left, so to stop, right? If the vehicle need to, if he is leaving this side vehicles, then he will stop this side vehicles. If you want to stop this side vehicles, then he will do like this, let this side vehicles will go their places, right? So here it will say it's a left, right, stop, right? It says you have seen like this, right? So it says this side the vehicles can go, here they should stop, right? If he does like this, then this side vehicle should stop and this side vehicle they can move, right? So a policeman who control the traffic here. So here the kids don't know anything about it. So they are asking here, sir, who is standing in the middle of the road? Why he is standing there? Right? All the vehicles are coming. But the person who is standing and instructing vehicles, those kids were asking who is he and why he is standing in the middle. So the teacher is telling he is a traffic policeman. Who is he? He is a traffic policeman. It is a place where 4 roads meet, right? So from here, and here, the traffic policeman is standing here, okay, and he is instructing these 4 side of roads, okay. That is the circle. So this is what it called, circle, controlling the movement of people and the vehicles. In that only his duty, What is his duty? He is controlling all the vehicles and the people, right? There you can see there is a zebra cross, that I tell you later what is zebra cross. Okay, so here the people are moving, right, from here, from here, from here, right? So he is instructing, the vehicles are coming from here, right? The policeman is controlling those vehicles and the people. That only his duty. At that time, another traffic policeman came near them. Teacher introduced himself. So in that way only some other traffic policemen have arrived, right? So many vehicles are moving. How shall we cross the road? The teacher asked. There are many vehicles are coming. Then how we can walk or cross the road? They wanted to go this side. How they have to cross? We should. The kids were asking, right? So there are many vehicles, teacher. So how we can cross the road? That time the teacher said we should cross the road at zebra crossing, right? So what is zebra crossing here? Right? So the kids were asking, so what is the zebra crossing and where it is? So have you seen zebra cross? Yes, it's a black and white strip. That's why. Have you seen zebra? Even that animal also have black and white strips. So for that reason only they call zebra cross, right? So here the traffic police is telling to those kids, children, see there are white strips in the middle of the road. It looked like a strip on a zebra. So it is called zebra crossing. And pedestrian. Who is pedestrian? Who is walking on foot, right? So those are called pedestrians. Should cross the road only at the zebra crossing, right? The vehicles are coming. If they want to move, they should move from. They should use zebra cross, right? So they should move from zebra cross. When all vehicles stop, right? When all the vehicles stop, that time they can cross the road, right? So here, in the meanwhile, Neeraj saw the signal light, right? So here he saw a signal light. So what does it mean, signal lines? So red light is on there. All the vehicles halt. Halt means they stop. Why? That is a signal light. Generally find it in circles where roads meet, right? So here what Neeraj saw is what? Traffic signals. So how does it? You might have seen, right? You can see these are what? Vehicles, right? So you must have seen this, right? So here the red light on, right? So when all the vehicle halt means they stopped there only. Here the red light, here the yellow light, here the green light, right? So here when the red comes, all the vehicle stop, right? What the red says, it says to stop, right? So here what is next? Where you can see this, when the 4 side or a 2 side or a 3 side roads meet, means there is ways, there is 2 way or 3 ways. In there you can see these what? Signals, traffic signals. These lights give specific instruction to the movement of vehicles. The red light indicates stop, Yellow indicates get ready, and green light said move, right? So there are red, green, yellow lights in the signal light, right? So there are how many colors in signal light? Red, yellow, green. What red says? To stop. Yellow says get ready. Okay, what green says? See, green says to go or move. Okay, so here in the meanwhile, red light was on. The vehicles stopped moving on the road where the teacher and students had to cross the road, right? So here what does it mean? So here what does it mean? It has 3 lights you can see during traffic light, okay, traffic signal. In the meanwhile, red light was on, right? The vehicle stopped moving on the road where the teacher and student had to cross the road, right? When the red, what the red says? It says to stop. That time all the vehicle will stop. Then you can cross the road, right? So here, so red light is on. Vehicles are not moving. Shall we cross the road through zebra crossing? Here one kid asking to the sir whether the vehicles are already stopped. Shall we cross the road? Then stop. We should not cross the road when the red light is on. Another signal light is there for pedestrian to cross the road. Look, there the green light is on. Now we can cross the road on zebra crossing, right? In the green also it shows what? Walk. There is a walking movement or the picture you can see in green light. That time for the pedestrian who cross the road, who's walking, right? For them you can cross the road. They crossed the road at zebra crossing. So why do we need signal lights, right? Why we need signal lights? Traffic lights are there in circle to avoid accident, right? So it help us to, if there is no signal, you just think for a while there is no signal, what will happen? The vehicle won't stop. If they all come, there is a possibility of accidents. So the traffic signals are very important while you are traveling, right? So if the red says, it will stop, the other can walk, or other side there are many ways, right? So this side, if the right side, if their signals are given to the right side, the people who is traveling there, they can move, right? They all come together, there is a possibility of accident. So it will help to avoid these accident, right, between the vehicles, or a vehicle between the vehicle and pedestrian, and for the safe movement of people and vehicles, right? So the children felt happy knowing the traffic rules and went to the school. So here the sir wanted to show the signal right where how they work, right? How the what are the precautions we have to take, right? So these are what a story about the sir who took the kids to the about to tell about what? Traffic rule. You have read the picture story, haven't you? Savita, Fatima, Neeraj and Mary have learned some traffic rules, traffic signals and their instructions from the traffic policeman. You have learned traffic rules too. Now answer the following questions. Okay, so here there's the questions. You just open page number 132 where you get these exercise part. Okay, so here what is the first one? Where should pedestrian cross the road? Can you tell me how the pedestrian should cross the road? When the all vehicles are come, they should cross? No, right? It's very dangerous when the red light on, right? So when all the vehicles stop, that time we should cross the road, right? So here by using what? Zebra cross. Where should pedestrian cross the road? Zebra cross. I'll just write the answer. I'll just provide you the notes later. Zebra crossing. Name the colors of the signal lights. So here is the answer, right? So here what is that? Red, yellow and green. So these are the traffic sign, right? So these are the colors of traffic signal or the traffic light. Write one use of the signal lights, right? So the traffic lights are there to avoid accident, right? So they are traffic rules, traffic signals are made to avoid what? Accidents, to avoid these accidents. Do you come across traffic light on the way to your school? If you see any traffic lights during when you come to school, if you see any traffic lights, you will say yes. If no, then you can write no. The answer may vary, so I'll just write this one is third, yes or no. Okay. What are the precautions that you should take while crossing the road and why? So you should see there are many other rules which we have to follow, right? So we should understand the rules what they have made, right? So we should never play on the road, right? The vehicles are coming. So if we are playing, what will happen? The chances of accident or the vehicles may hit you, right? So to avoid, so what we have to do, we should not play on the ground, we should not play on the road. And what we have to do, we always follow the traffic rules. If the red signals, it's showing red signal, then also you are crossing. If they are showing green, right, green means the vehicles will come and they move. That time if you cross the road, right, even that is also it's not a good thing, right? So we should always follow the traffic lights and don't run on the roads, right? So there is you are so small, you always should be with your parents or the guardians, right? If you don't listen, there is a chances of hitting the vehicles. So you should avoid running on the road. So you always use sidewalks or the footpaths, right? When there is no vehicles are coming on the road, the vehicles will be there. You should use footpath where there is no vehicles, there you can walk, right? So never stick hands outside the vehicles, right? When you are traveling, right? If you sit near to the window, you should keep your hands inside, not the outside of windows. You should be more careful during those time. Never cross the road at bends, right? So excuse me, so you should always be with them, with your parent, okay? So then why? Because if we are not doing such things, so it's harmful to ourselves, right? So if you are not caring, if you are not if you break the rules, definitely it will affect us only, right? So here some traffic signals and the instruction are given on the next page, match with the by drawing and joining them, okay? So here you can see many pictures when you see the signboard, okay? So here I'll just draw. Can you tell me what it relates to? What is this? How does it look? Tracks, right? Railway tracks. So here if the railway is crossing, right? Otherwise if the railway tracks are there, they usually put this sign, okay? So here observe if railway level crossing gate is open and then move, right? So there is railway tracks are there, in that they have put this sign when the railway, whether it's moving or not. So if the gate was closed, we should not cross the road, we should not cross that track. So we should wait until the railway pass, okay? So here the next picture is what? So can you tell me the sign of this? It is it is what? Hospital. So here it's a hospital zone. Hospital zone, right? So here railway track. So here hospital zone, the many patients were traveling, right? There is an ambulance and all, so they come in emergency. So in that way we should what? We have to wait until the ambulance cross, whether the patient would be there. So we should be we should be slow, right? So we should give ways to the ambulance if they are stuck in the traffic. So we should give a place, we should make a place for them to go those ambulance, right? So here see the next picture. Hump, right? So here it's the sign of hump, where if there is a hump, if we are going very fast, what will happen? The possibility of accidents. So when the humps are there, they will put sign that you can go slowly. Here see the next picture, I'll just draw here. What does it mean? The directions, right? So here the direction, whether it's left or right, right? So here the next one is, so it's very, I will not draw this, so you just see the picture. So it's showing what? Do not use horn, because in the area where they need a silent, right? The hospital, there is a hospitals or some any other things, or the school, right? The school zone and the hospital zone, they say do not use horn. P, you must have seen this, right? A P for what? Parking. There is a parking place. So here see the next picture, it's showing go slowly, right? So when you are crossing the zebra cross, you will get this sign when you have to cross the road. That time only you should cross the road, okay? The rules that help us to travel safety are called traffic rules. The traffic signal and signboard are displayed by the side of the road for our safety. So here, write 2 advantages of following the traffic rules, right? So here we should write what are the advantage, right? So here it will avoid what? It will avoid accidents, alright, from the vehicles to vehicle, and it will avoid accident between vehicle and the pedestrian, right, from the people, right? Here is a list of traffic rules that pedestrians should follow. If it is right, put right mark, and it is wrong, put cross mark and correct it, okay? So see the first one, I'll just read and explain it, okay? So I'll provide you these notes to you, okay? Cross the road at zebra crossing. So is it correct? Yes, right? So you should put in a right mark. If there is no signal lights, you can cross the road even while the vehicles are moving to your left and right? No, right? So if the vehicles are coming and you are still moving, what will happen? Right? You should not cross the road when there is no signals. You should see left and right. You should see your left and right, whether the vehicles are coming to you. If it's coming to you, you have to wait. If there is no vehicles, then you can move, okay? You can cross the railway level crossing even if the train is passing. No, right? So you have to see this one, right? If the gate was closed, then you can wait till the railway passes, then only you have to move. You should not play games on the road. Yes, right? As I said, you should follow this. So you never play on the road. You can board a moving vehicles or a light from it, right? You can board a moving vehicle or a light from it. No, right? So we should always wait till the vehicle passes, right? Follow the queue while boarding a vehicle. Yes, it's a correct sentence. Pedestrians should walk on the right side of the road. Yes, they should walk when there is no vehicles. Okay. So see the next exercise here. Where can you display the following signals board in your locality? Right, it is in the space given in the place. Okay, they had given the pictures here. If you open page number 135, you can see the pictures. So if you see somewhere, right, near your neighborhood, then you can write in given place here. Okay, so see the first one, what it shows? No horn, right? So here what does it show? Do not horn here. So where you see near my school, they had already given near my school or the hospital. Near the hospital, this sign you can see. Left and right. Take a left right while crossing the road, even the take right turn while crossing the road, right? So when we see this right and left, so when we are crossing the road, right? So when they are giving instruction where you want to go, right? Whether it's right or a left. Hump ahead near my house. It's about myself, so it's about I'm telling about near what I can see. If there is a hump near your house or near any shop, you can write. Okay, rail crossing, so near my house. Even this is also it's about where the tracks are there, right? So parking, vehicle parking, right? Or there's a, we can see there's in a mall, go slowly, near my school, right? So these are the things that you should observe. We will be safe if we follow traffic rules. Accident can be avoided by following the traffic rules, right? If you follow these rules, right, you just see the lights, signal lights, then you can cross the road, you can move little slowly, and these things if you follow, then definitely the accident will be less. You already know about some accident which occur at home and school. For example, if we do not take enough care while using electrical instruments, gas stoves, knives, blades, sickles, etc., we have to face danger, right? So here, if you are not, there are many things that occur accident. So what we have to do? We have to take precautions, right? So here, avoid slips and falls, right? So we may fall. So what we have to do? We can walk slowly, or we have to be careful, or we repair the damaged flooring. Okay, electric hazards, do not check, you should not touch with a wet hand. Gas stoves, we should be aware and we should take elders help, right? We don't know, we are very small to use those things. So first thing, you should not go near that. If you want to be near, then you should be in the presence of elders. Sharp instruments we should not touch. Accidents like vehicles, we should see right and left, then we should use zebra cross and we can move. Okay, so this is what today's class, what traffic rules. So here do you know this? Okay, so I'll just read. Bus day has been celebrated in Bengaluru to avoid traffic jams, to save fuel and avoid air pollution. On that day, many people having own vehicles and travel by bus. So here, bus day. So there is more. If the many vehicles are there, what will happen? There is a air pollution. To control these, so if you see Bengaluru, right, it's a most traffic. You can see two traffic. That time, the most of people, they use buses, where the pollution is also less, even the traffic is also less. They will celebrate as a bus day. Transport department celebrate road safety week in January every year. So they will celebrate what? Road safety week. So where they do many demonstrate, right? They use they aware people about traffic rules. They do many other things, right? So to control this pollution and all, right? So here in cities, transport department gives training to school student on traffic rules, right? Even you also have visited, right? Though they will go to transport department, they know what exactly the traffic rules are. We know the basics, right? So about red light, yellow, green, the what is left, right, hump, hospital zone, railway zone, right? So these are the things we know basic, but they usually from the school they visit to transport department and they know more about traffic rules. When road accident happen, free ambulance vehicle bearing number 108 has been provided in our state for taking affected to hospital for emergency treatment. So as we know, if there is any emergency, there is any accident happen or occur, so what will happen? We just call 108. They will come and take us to the hospital, right? So this is what we learn about traffic rules. Okay, so we always obey the traffic rules, and we should never discourage, or we should always be safe for ourselves, right? So while crossing road, you should be with your guardian or the parents, or if you want to cross the road, you just see the traffic lights, as you already learned about today's class. Okay, thank you for watching, kids. Have a great day.